let's talk about badges. And I'm not going to continue talking about this, but we outsourced our badges and our hats and embroidery on our shirt, which I don't have. There is a gentleman down at Sumter Landing. He's there Tuesdays and Thursdays. Al Campney. He'll do our badges for $6. Steve has his business cards on the table. Custom apparel down at Southern Trace Shopping Center. We'll do all your embroidery. You can bring in your favorite fishing shirt, whatever you like. You can bring a hat, and they'll monogram it with the logo for the club. And that's it. People looked at the webpage and saw the big fish that Frank Martinez caught over at Paradise Lake. Did you see that? Well, I'm just going to show you this little picture of it. That's all you get. You have to go on the webpage. That lake, we were just discussing. Now this fish weighs 7 pounds, 7, 8. Our next order of business here. The Google group. How many people have joined the Google group since last meeting? How many people know we have a Google group page? Join it. Go on our webpage. Look at the third banner over, fishing reports. Click on it, and it'll show you how to join the Google group. Now, the Google group are all the best fishermen in the club. Well, we like to think so, but they report back and forth what they caught, where they were catching it, how many they caught. If you're not on the group, you really don't know what's going on within the villages. The Google group, we talked about catching tilapia. There was one tilapia caught this morning down at Summer Hill. Still catching tilapia. We also found another pond. I can't take credit for it, but I have fished it. But I never fished for tilapia. And I'll tell you where it is. But there's only one acceptable way to get over there. Please do not take the alternate route. This pond is on Rainy Trail. It's right across the street from Lake Myona Park. How many people go down Lake Rainy Trail heading towards Myona and look to the right and you see a body of water? Speaking of the Tri-County, for all you fly fishermen who may not belong to the Tri-County Fly Fishing Club, we've been invited to the Tri-County Fly Fishing Club the 19th. And they're going to have a gentleman, Barry Kent. He's an artist and a renowned fly tyer. And they've even commissioned some of his work on some postage stamps, U.S. postage stamps. So we're invited to join in, listen to this gentleman, watch him tie some flies. They meet over on Powell Road at the Wildwood Community Center, 466A. Take a left on Powell Road, and they're on the right-hand side. Meeting starts at 7 o'clock. I suggest getting there a few minutes early. Have Steve come up to the podium here. He'll introduce our guests of the evening. I'd like to just remind you that we have a gear raffle down in the corner. It's a nice Shimano worm rod with a Aura S20 reel. Nice little setup. All right, Steve.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Randy. Plenty of pictures, plenty of locations, plenty of lures, techniques, and what have you. So with that, we've got a double hit this month, which is a good thing. Actually triple. I've got 3 people from FWC. So 2 of them law enforcement officers and 1 from Trophy Catch. And the 2 law enforcement officers are here to enlighten you guys and gals of the rules we have here in Florida. I'm not going to give you any specifics. We'll let them go ahead and fill us all in. So with that, Officer Morrow, you're up, sir. Please have a warm welcome.
How's everybody doing tonight? Good. Everybody hear me in the back
This
okay?
gentleman over here is, excuse me one second, is Officer Phillips. I'm sorry.
How's everybody doing?
All right.
Everybody hear me okay in the back? Yes. Okay. Once again, this is my partner, Casey Phillips. We went in the academy together. My name is Art Morrow. I've been with Fish and Wildlife for about 6 years. I've been in this area for about a year. So I'm still learning the hill, if you will, and the freshwater side of the job. I don't claim to be an expert, but if you've got questions we can't answer, I'll make sure that you get an answer either tonight or sometime this week, okay? I'll get your email address, your phone number, and we'll get you an answer. I want to thank Steve Henderson for inviting us here tonight to have the opportunity to share with you our knowledge and what we know, what we can share with you as far as laws and regulations. Everybody came in through that door, should have grabbed one of these magazines right here. These are current freshwater rules and regulations. Does everybody have a copy? Yes. Everybody get one in their hand. We're going to go, if you could just grab a bunch over there and start passing them out. This is basically what we hold the public to, okay? When you're out there fishing and you got fish that are oversized or not within the slot limit, okay? We have to make a decision whether we're going to charge you or not or write you a ticket. So if you have this, this is what you keep this on hand, all right? We also have a website, okay, which I'll give you the address here in a second. Everybody got one?
No.
I'd like to catch one of them.
Who's from Jersey here? I heard somebody say they're from New Jersey. Can I get the projector on? We also have a reward program. Okay, Wildlife Alert. If you see someone out there committing a violation, you can contact the Wildlife Alert number, and you can actually get a reward. I think it goes from $100 to $1,000, depending on the offense. Something in infraction, you might get $100. But yeah, by all means, give us a call, and we can come out and we can investigate it. And if there's a conviction, you will get reward money. And it's all anonymous. If you want to remain anonymous, nobody will ever know that you made the call. All right, let's go to the next page. It'll be page number...
Damn.
Options that you don't have to pay for a license. That could be a fishing, saltwater, or hunting license. Once you hit age 65, if you're a Florida resident, you're no longer required to buy a license. It's not saying you can't buy one or go out and purchase one, because that money gets put to a good cause, but you are exempt. The way we tell if you're a resident on it is if you have an address, a Florida driver's license with a Florida address. If you're a dual resident, you live in up north and you come down here 6 months, you live up there for 6 months with a Pennsylvania license, you got to have the Florida license in order to be eligible for the exemption. All right? Once you hit 65, you're exempt. New change on black bass. Okay, if you go to page... All right, page 17. Okay, let's talk about black bass in general. The bag limit is the same statewide, okay? It's 5 per person per day, okay? 5 black bass, or 5 black bass. Regarding largemouth bass, you're allowed 5, but only 1 can be over 16 inches. Okay, that's your trophy bass. All the other ones have to be below 16 inches. All right? So if you look at this chart right here, this is your trophy fish right here, okay? As you can see, everything is under 16 inches. All right, so you can catch them up to this big, up to 16 with 1 over. Everybody clear on the black bass or the largemouth bass. All right, with the shoal, Sewanee, Choctaw, and the spotted, which these are usually bass, I'm told aren't usually found in these waters up here, there's a slot limit now. And the slot limit is 12 inches to 16 inches, as noted on this diagram right here. Okay? Everybody clear on that? All right? When in doubt, catch and release. Okay? I tell everybody, if you're out there and you want to keep fish, make sure you know the laws on what you're targeting, because it changes. Not so much on the freshwater side, but the saltwater. And that's why I encourage you to go on the website, and if you want to go out for grouper, you want to go offshore or something, go target grouper or reef fish, make sure you know what you keep and what the slide limit is, because a lot of times they'll close it on a whim. Okay. Holidays, they're going out and they're recreating, they're getting stopped 3 or 4 times by the sheriffs, the Coast Guard, by us. This new law now, officers will need probable cause to stop boats. Okay, it does not apply to anglers because it's we're resource officers, and as you know, fishing is a highly regulated activity. So we still have the right to check you and do resource inspections. But if you're out there recreating with your family and you have one of these decals, okay, this has been recognized by the Coast Guard, by FFC, and all local marine officers. You get this, and there's instructions. And the way you're going to get this is an officer's going to stop, initiate a stop. They're going to conduct a vessel safety check, make sure you're in compliance, and if you are, you'll get one of these decals. These decals are indefinite. There's no serial numbers on it. It's something that came out on July 1st. Okay, it's House Bill 703. You guys want to look it up online.
Thank you much, gentlemen. All right, Mr. Marty Mann from Trophy Catch is going to go ahead and enlighten us about Trophy Catch. By the way, any bass 8 pounds and larger can be videoed, photographed, weighed in for prizes. And I personally I know of 3 individuals in here besides myself that have done this in the last few years. So they're out there, trust me. Marty Mann.
Thank you. I speak pretty loud, so hopefully everyone can hear me. Hear me good? Thumbs up in the back? Okay. My name is Marty Mann. I'm a fisheries biologist with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. I've been with the agency since 1993. So I've been around for quite a while. Been working on the Kissimmee Chain of Lakes. I've been there since 1999. So that's my home. That's where I work. And I work primarily with freshwater fisheries. You can turn that off if you want.
Yeah.
But on the side, I help with the Trophy Catch program. It's run by a gal named KP Clemens. And so I think we're going to be in our 5th year. I think it's our 5th year. And things are going strong with that. And I just wanted to give you an update on the Trophy Catch. We have one major rule change this coming year where we're going to not allow people to submit fish that they caught last year or the year before that or the year before that. So if you catch a fish, you have to submit that fish sometime in that given year. And the year runs from October 1st to September 30th. Okay, so if you catch a fish, for instance, this year, it'll be running out. We're allowing, in case someone catches a fish on September 30th, they don't have to turn around within hours and submit it. We give them 15 days, so till October 15th to get their catch submitted into the program. So for this last year, October 15th, which is I think 4 days now? So 4 days to get last year's fish into the program. And then if you caught a fish after October 1st, then you have, if you want to, you could have that for the whole year till September 30th to submit it into the program. But in the past, we've had people submit fish they caught 3 years ago, and we've accepted them. But that was the rule change we made for this year because it started getting kind of confusing and start trying to, watch people. There's a lot of people out there doing crazy stuff. So we just try to make it easier on the program to keep people submitting things on a timely basis. So that's the biggest rule change. The other thing I wanted to also note was the boat giveaway. We have a Phoenix, 19-foot Phoenix bass boat with a 250 horse Merc, a power pole, I forget the size trolling motor. I think it was a 24 volt trolling motor. Real nice rig, dual axle trailer, worth about $45,000. That will be raffled off December 10th. Okay, it will be done in Bartow at Bartow Ford. They're one of our sponsors, and so we're going to have it there. So we got another boat for next year. Every year we have to redo that contract because it's a lot of money for the boat manufacturer, Phoenix, and we don't take for granted that he's going to keep giving us a boat every year, but so far they have, and they're going to again next year. They like the program, so hopefully we'll have that boat offered to people in the raffle year after year. If you want to participate in that raffle, all you have to do is sign up for the program. You don't have to catch a fish or submit a fish into the program to be eligible for the boat drawing. Okay? I think it was last year or the year before, we had a girl out of Tallahassee who never fished a day in her life. She won that bass boat. So her and her husband now are enjoying the boat, hopefully fishing now. So point is you don't have to catch a fish or even fish to be in that raffle. Now, if you do fish, you catch fish over 8 pounds, submit them to the program. Every fish you submit into the program, you get 10 more chances at the boat, plus the rewards for the fish submission. So for 8 pounds, up 8 to 10 pounds, you get, I think it's $100 Bass Pro Shop card and some variety of other prizes. 10 pounds or bigger, it's $150 from Bass Pro Shops and some other prizes, and then anything over 13 pounds, we call our Hall of Fame Club. Get worth about $1,000 worth of prizes for that, plus a free replica mount of your fish. So, and the replicas are beautiful. They're done by a guy who's just an incredible artist. And if you know anything about mounts, the mount, it all has to do with the artistry, the paint job. And if you got a good painter, you'll have a good mount, and he's excellent. So, a really nice mount for those kinds of fish. Of course, they're pretty rare. We don't, I think, last year I think we had 13 or 14 over 13 pounds submitted. This year we have a little less. I think we're running 6 or 7 this year. So, you know, they don't grow on trees, but they do happen from year to year. And if you are fortunate enough to ever catch one that big, make sure you get it into the program. Okay, mentioned that, the new rule change. And the other boat. Okay, so that's all for trophy catch that I have. If there's any questions on that, have the scale readable in the picture, and the whole fish has to be in the picture. Now, if you're in a tournament, I got some cards here, by the way. If anyone wants a trophy catch card, I'll be happy to. It's what they use up north. Up north, they use minimum size limits because we have slow growth on fish. We have to make sure these fish grow to a certain size so that they can at least reproduce one time before they're harvested, okay? Here in Florida, we don't have that problem. We can grow a fish. A fish can literally be spawned and be a young of the year this year and the next year at that same time. So in 1 year, they could be spawning as adults. So we have really, really fast growth. We don't have those kinds of problems they have up north. And the regulation that's best suited for Florida is actually the opposite of what we've been doing for many years. And we've looked at it from a biological standpoint, and also went out and talked to a lot of people to find out, is this something that could be accepted? Because it is different than what most people